Hi, I'm Chloe. I'm leading you through a short core practice today. If you have a ball at home, feel free to use it. If not, you can do the whole practice without. Let's start on our backs. Come all the way down onto your mat. Just go ahead and rest your ball nearby so it's not in the way. Maybe let your hands rest onto your belly here for a moment. We've got our knees over the ankles, feet are hip distance apart. And start to deepen the breath here, taking a big inhale through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. If your hands are on your body here, feel the rise and fall of breath underneath your hands, expanding into the sides of the rib cage and the back of the rib cage on your inhale. On your exhale, allow the bottom of the rib cage to draw down slightly towards the top of the pelvis. So when we think about core, we're thinking about our breath, our transverse abdominis that wrap around the body, the pelvic floor, and your back extensors. So a whole lot of things going on. But today we're mostly going to focus on our breath here. So take another big inhale. Exhale out through the mouth. Allow those arms to come down by your sides. Maybe the palms of the hands flip up to the ceiling so we have lots of space along the front of the body at the chest. Inhaling through the nose. On your exhale, let's float our right leg up to a tabletop position. We'll bring our left leg up to meet it. Shins are parallel to the ground. Breathing deeply here, and on the bottom of that exhale, still think about drawing the bottom of the rib cage down. Let's take some taps of the toes, reaching the head of the femur, or the femur rather, away from you, and then draw that leg back into your tabletop position. And we'll take that on the other side. Breathing fully and deeply here. If there's any low back pain, allow those knees to draw into the body a little bit more. Maybe the toes don't touch the mat. They're just moving in that direction. Let's take 4 more here, moving at your own pace. Full deep breaths. Take this last one on the left side. Both legs come back up to your tabletop position. Send our arms up to the ceiling, palms of the hands facing each other. Again, inhaling through the nose. On your exhale, extend your right leg forward and your left arm back behind you, reaching them in opposite directions. Draw right leg back in, send left arm high up towards the ceiling. Taking on the other side, exhale, extend left leg, reach right arm back behind you, and we draw back in. Let's take 4 more here, moving at our own pace. Full deep breaths. Notice if that leg gets closer to the ground. Are we losing activation through the abdomen? If that's the case, maybe you send your leg a little higher up towards the ceiling. Both legs come back in, pausing here. We're still in our tabletop position. Palms of the hands flip to face forward. Nod chin to throat. Slowly curl head and shoulder blades up and away from the ground. Letting the palms of the hands float over the mat here. Looking forward between our legs. Slowly release the spine back down onto the mat. Head comes down, arms go high. Nod and curl. Finding that flexion through the spine. And then slowly lower the back of the body down. Let's take 2 more here, nodding chin to throat as we come up. On our next one, let's stay in that curl, pausing here, hold, big inhale. On your exhale, extend the right leg forward. Inhale, draw that leg back in. Exhale, extend the left leg. And draw back in. Let's take 4 more. Drawing bottom of the rib cage down, maybe we could curl the shoulder blades up a little bit higher. Both legs come to your tabletop, lower the head down, reach those arms high up towards the ceiling. One more thing here. As we curl up, notice what's happening with the pelvis. Could we keep both frontal hip points, pubic bone, relatively in line with each other? Squeeze those inner thighs together. Exhale, extend both legs. Inhale, draw those legs back in. Exhale, extend. And bend. We've got 2 more here, moving nice and slow. Hold this next one, stay for another breath. Bend knees, draw them into the body, lower your head. Take a little rock around on the back of the body. Let's grab our ball. We're bringing it to the front of our right leg, holding it there with the palm of the hand. Bring your left hand behind your head here. Float our right leg to our tabletop position. Bring the left leg up to meet it. Let's take one round with our head down here, and it could stay down the whole time if that's feeling best for you. Inhale through the nose. On your exhale, press the hand into the ball, leg back into the ball. Squeeze. Inhale, release. Exhale, find that press. Try to squish the ball between hand and leg. And release. Let's do 2 more here. On this next one, hold for an extra breath. And slowly release. Option to nod and curl, lifting the head up on this next one. Stay here. Again, head could be down. On your exhale, press into the ball. Extend the left leg out long. Inhale, draw back in. Exhale, extend. And bend. Let's take 2 more here. Maybe those shoulder blades are curling up a little bit higher. Bend the leg, lower your head down. Switching the ball over to the other side. Comes to the front of the left leg. Right hand is behind the head. We start with our head down. Exhale, hand presses into the ball, leg presses back into the ball. Squeeze. And release. Find that press. We keep that knee over the hip here. Maybe you're feeling more activation through the abdomen, more sensation there. So we find that press into the ball. Last one. Hold for another breath. Option to nod and curl here, lifting shoulder blades up, stay. Again, could that pelvis stay nice and still in space? If there's low back pain, find a little imprint position with the pelvis. Big inhale, exhale, extend the right leg, press into the ball. Inhale, release. Let's take 3 more. And release. Last 2. Bend the leg, slowly lower the head. Those knees drop into the body. Take a little roll around from side to side here. Let's roll into one side, press ourselves up to a seated position. Grabbing your ball again, or you can do it without the ball. We bring our feet onto the mat. Ball is really close to the low back here. Squeeze it nice and close into the back of the body. Begin to curl back here so pubic bone is moving towards your belly button. Hands can be behind those legs. Big inhale. Exhale, deepen this. Press the low back into the ball and pause. Option to reach those arms forward. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, lower down another inch. Inhale, lift up an inch. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Let's take 6 more here. Tiny pulses. Could we stay low the whole time? And maybe we're just deepening this. Continue to shorten through the front of the body here. Go for 2 more. Hold this next one, stay for another breath. And roll forward over those legs. Make sure that ball's still at the low back. Exhale, we crawl back again, sending those arms forward, pause. Let that right leg float up, left arm floats up. Both come back down, left leg and right arm. And lower. As we continue to alternate from side to side, could the pelvis stay as stable as possible? We're finding that wrapping sensation through the abdomen. Really focusing on our breath. Let's take 1 more on each side. And pause. Lower an inch and lift an inch. Lower and lift. Go for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold here. Hands come to the back of the head. Little rotation to the right. Keep it small. Back through to the center. I can hardly talk now. Rotate to the left and back through to the center. Go for 4 more. And one, back through to the center, roll forward over those legs, let the knees drop open to the sides, head drops down towards the ground. Come up to your seated position again, legs are extended out long. You can put the ball to the side for now. If the hamstrings are tight, take a gentle bend through those knees, reaching those arms forward, inhale, lift. Exhale, curl back. Pausing here, halfway down. Inhale, let the arms lift up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower the arms. Maybe we lower down another inch. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more breath here. Roll forward over your legs. Send the arms forward, round through the back of the body. Come back up to your seated position. Lift, big inhale. Exhale, curl back. Finding that flexion through the lumbar spine. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, we lower down another inch. Maybe one more. And roll forward over your legs. Allow your head to drop down here. Get a little shake from side to side. Coming onto hands and knees, grab your ball, bring it with you. We're taking our ball underneath our right knee, so let's feel that right hip lifting up. Shoulders are over the wrists, hips are over the knees. Let that right hip lift here, and we want to bring the left hip up to meet it, so float that left knee up. Feel a little bit wobbly here, so find that hug and lift through the abdomen, breathe into the back of the rib cage, and then tap your left knee back down towards the ground. Little lift, and lower. Concentrating on that stability through the pelvis and the rib cage by engaging that abdomen at the end of our exhale. On our next one, hold here, pause. Float your left foot away from the ground. Begin to extend the left leg back behind you, reaching those toes towards the back of the space. Bend your knee, draw the leg in. Could we keep the spine right where it is? Extend the leg out long. As you continue to move that leg, crown of the head is reaching forward, tailbone back behind you. Press the floor away from you with those hands, pulling up and out of the wrists. Hold this next one, extend your leg back, pausing here, one more breath. Bend your knee, place your foot down onto the ground. Before we do the other side, bring the ball between your knees, squeezing in. Shoulders are over the wrist, hips over the knees. Exhale, hover those knees an inch away from the ground. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Crown of the head reaches forward, tailbone reaches back behind you. Press the floor away, one more breath. Lower your knees down. One more round here. Slide shoulders away from your ears. Big inhale. Exhale, hover. Tap those knees down. Let's bring the ball underneath the other side. So we have it underneath that left knee. Right knee is onto the ground to start. You'll feel that left hip lifted. Big inhale. Exhale, float that right knee up, bringing it in line with the left knee, and then tap your knee down here. Lift and lower. Let's take 2 more. Hold this next one, stay. Right foot floats away from the ground. Extend the right leg back behind you. Reach those toes away. Bend your knee, draw it in towards the body. And extend. We've got 3 more here, nice and slow. Last one, extend that leg out long. Press it up, maybe a little bit higher. Bend your knee, bring your foot down. Lower both knees. Take that ball out from underneath your knee, put it to the side. Let's take that little hover without the ball between our knees this time. You can imagine it's still there for a little inner thigh connection. Shoulders over those wrists. Exhale, hover. One more breath, breathing into the back of the rib cage. Slide the right leg back, left leg back to meet it in a plank, pausing here. Shift forward, shoulders over the fingertips. Shift back, reach heels towards the back of the space. Go for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back through to the center. Hips go high up towards the ceiling. Let your head drop down. Maybe take a pedal through those feet. Shift from side to side. Bending the knees, bring your knees down onto the ground. Sit those hips back towards your heels. Take another couple of breaths. And come all the way up to your seated position. And that's it. Thank you.